A Reuters Ipsos poll was found yesterday of recording this information that 44% of registered voters want Trump to end his presidential campaign. Now, what's also interesting is that the survey found 70% of Republican voters think Trump should stay in the race, and the 19% think he should drop out. This is actually really interesting, but there's just one more thing to point out before I dissect this and break it down piece by piece. The poll also found, according to CBS News, that more than half of Americans, 53%, have an unfavorable view of Clinton. If that isn't sad, I don't know what is. These latest numbers come out a day after Trump came under fire for a remark he made Tuesday at a rally in North Carolina in which he said Second Amendment people could do something about Hillary Clinton choosing Supreme Court justices if she's elected president, which everyone is thinking he's talking about assassinating her with a gun, which has been done before. And really, I didn't speak about that or make a video about it, but my piece on that is kind of obvious what he's implying. He even said after that, oh, it'd be horrible. Yeah, it'd be horrible because she'd be dead. So, people who don't think he said that or meant that, you're deceiving yourself. But again, that's not the point of this video. The point is to kind of explain something. You have a lot of people who will go, if they're so unpopular, how did they win the primaries? And, how did they even get this far? Well, there's a public perception, really in the eyes of a lot of registered voters, which is how both won, that a given candidate isn't prepared or isn't right for the office. You had that with Sanders, where people who were favorable of his policies thought he was too old. People who were favorable of, on the Republican side, Rubio and Cruz's policies thought they were too young. Just these different things, different little factors. That's the video playing. Um, and again, that's not to say that necessarily everything is wrong, or that you're wrong if you have that view. You're entitled to have your view. You're entitled to think someone's ready or not ready. But those are the main reasons why two people who are unfavorable managed to get these tickets. To be on these tickets rather, because they seemed at the time, and I guess still in the eyes of most Republicans, to actually be just ready for the office, at least more so than the other candidates that were in the field. It's very amusing just to think about how you have this continued speech where some people who are opposed to Trump would say 30 something percent of Republicans didn't want him, or I think it was 60 at one point. Somebody said that too, and I just thought to myself, okay, if that's the case, how is he winning these states? That is that 60% in any given area? Is that overall? No one ever expanded on it. I just kept hearing, oh, this many dislike him, this many dislike him. Well, we know now that's apparently not true. And I'm not, and again, I've said this multiple times, I am no supporter of Trump, but I'm just letting things be as they appear. And that's exactly what appears to me to be the case here with his favorability, is that he does better among Republicans, which is not surprising because he is one, at least for the last 4 or 5 years. And he's really all they have at this point. They're still mad at Cruz for his speech at the convention. Rubio's on his reelection campaign. If he were to get out, I don't know who they could. Obviously, Romney, but even then, you'd still have Cruz's supporters getting angry over no delegates. So he's a last resort for them. Ironically, is their choice too. Um, Pence couldn't handle the ticket. I mean, he has zero name recognition, so which might be a good thing in this case, but even then. So all I'm getting at is, and I apologize for getting off topic a little bit. This poll is indicating what we already know, that a lot of voters don't like either one of these two, but a lot of voters prefer their party nominee at the same time, and some are going to cross over on both sides, most likely a little bit more on one than the other, if you know what I mean. But it's all set, gearing up to be an interesting final 3 months of this riveting election cycle. Thank you for watching and have a good day.